Alright, let me know if this works. Only music. Only music. You gotta be kidding me. How's the mic not? Oh, we're good now? Okay, so it was just the tracks. Okay. Hello. How's everyone doing? Sorry about that. I tested the stream by recording using OBS, and the volume or the sound went through fine, but it's because I set it multi-track, so that's why it didn't work. How's everyone doing? I think I picked a pretty bad time to stream, but I didn't want to do this too late into the day because the RX 6600 did release today, and we're gonna try to do some live benchmarking on it. And yeah, I didn't want to do it like way too late after everyone already consumed a bunch of content on it. So for everyone watching, who's all, let's see, let me do a poll right now. So they have these new polls now, which is pretty nice. Alright, so everyone's doing good? Nice. So I'm asking you all, what are you supposed to be doing right now? Because right now, West Coast time in the US, it's 11 a.m. So most people should be at work or at school. On the other side of the world or other countries, then you're probably before work or school or after. So I'm just curious. So how do I view these results? Alright, so most people have no work or school today or ever. Okay. Hey, what's up, Chris? Everyone say hi to Chris from Coalition Gaming in chat. He's on his lunch break now. Chris is one of my good friends. Oh yeah. Well, so the benchmarking, we may have a little bit of problems with that. And we're gonna have to find a workaround because, let's see. Alright, so thanks for the recommendation. I did just add it to the title that we are benchmarking the RX 6600. Self-employed, so yeah, nice. Self-employed, that's the dream, kind of. Yeah, so let me show you guys what I have set up. So here's the face cam. So this is the highest quality camera because it's actually going through my DSLR. Then next is this is using my Logitech C920, which is kind of mounted higher to kind of show a view of the room, and we'll still have the face cam up in the corner right there. And then afterwards, there's supposed to be a scene with the test bench right here, but every time I got a new capture card because my old one died, and this new one, as you'll see, I'm going to try to have it set up on the screen. So it shows up, and I'm not doing anything, and it's just gonna cut out for no reason. So I don't know what's up with this EVGA capture card, but the capture card is not showing a good signal to the test computer on the side here. So I have the test computer set up right next to me that we're supposed to do the benchmarks in. And, oh, thank you for moderating that, Chris. I do need to get more moderators because right now I think Chris is the only one in here right now, but yeah, if you guys can not spam the channel, that would be great. And Flirpy Ben, I see your messages. Hi. Just try not to spam. So I should have gotten an Elgato, is what you're saying, Mr. Ed. But that was the capture card that died. I had the Elgato HD60. And I used that one for a few years, like 3 years total, I think. And that ended up dying out of nowhere. So I picked up this XR1 for almost like quarter price compared to MSRP. Brand new, I picked it up for 40 bucks actually. And it works, it just doesn't work for streaming on OBS for some reason. I don't know. It's not the cable. I'm using all brand new cables. It's the dual USB cable, so it has 2 USB A's for extra power. It worked when I hooked it up to my laptop to benchmark the 5600G system. For some reason, it's not working hooking up to my main system to try to do this multi-scene capture here. So I'm gonna keep trying it throughout, and we'll see. Hey, Jan, thanks for the compliment on the basement. Define the capture resolution OBS on the capture card instead of leaving it on default. Alright, so I'm gonna try to do that, Chris, right now. So we'll go to this test bench and you'll see me work on it. So I am on custom right now, actually. Let me go to custom 1920 by 1080. So I think it's still gonna cut out. It usually pops up. Yeah, it pops up for a few seconds and it goes away. Chris is the stream master, by the way. If you guys need any stream tips, I'm actually gonna have him help me get my setup together. But Chris from Coalition Gaming, he is like the stream and like mic and camera review master. So definitely check that out. Yeah, so the room is, I do have it set up for like RGB lighting and stuff, but I just have it set to green, and it just happens to be matching all my green aesthetics. But so Streamlabs, I don't want to try to get that set up right now because if I try to do Streamlabs right now, it'll take a while to get installed and try to set up and get everything. So I'm not sure if that's worth going through the effort. Yeah, use an internal Elgato. I might have to start looking through that. My case is, or my main computer is a ITX, so I don't have an additional slot for the Elgato. Click default and now reset. Okay, so let me try that. So I'm gonna go to default. I'm gonna deactivate it, reactivate it. So this is on default. And we'll see if it stays. Please stay. It's not staying. Nope. Use XSplit. So yeah, you gotta pay for XSplit though, right? I don't think I've used XSplit for a trial when I got it for free with some hardware, like for a day, and that's about it. But yeah, so we can't get this scene working for some reason. Any other suggestions, Chris? Yeah, and I'm glad everyone's mentioning the LAN party, which I am working on the next LAN party video. I'm gonna try to get that out by next week. That's gonna be the goal. So keep reminding me on social media and in comments and stuff, and I'm trying to get the next LAN party video out because it happened back in early August. So yeah. Hey, what's up? Just got here. What's the problem? You might be able to help. So the problem is, I guess let me share this. So we're gonna go to the scene here, and I'm gonna also share another window. I just gotta be careful so I don't dox myself. Window capture. Not that window. Where is it at? Can you not show the OBS window in here? XR1. Huh. That's smart. I don't think they let you show it, so I'm gonna have to share the display. Okay, so we're gonna do... Yeah, so the problem is, for those wondering, my capture card, which is the EVGA XR1, the full one, not the light one, it's only showing for the display for like a split second. I'll make it do it again. So I can get it to show, but then when I deactivate and reactivate it, but it goes away after like 3 or 4 seconds. And we need that to work so that I can show you all the benchmarking stuff. So you have to share the display. What do you mean by that? Make sure the bypass button on the card hasn't been activated. We want it to be bypassed though, right? Because I want to be... Oh no, I want pass-through. So let me see. I don't know if this shows. I don't think there's a bypass button on here. There's just this middle button. But even if the bypass button was pressed, I don't think it would show up for like a few seconds at a time. Yeah, let me share the screen. Sorry, I'm like all over the place right now. Not that window. Okay, so this is what we're seeing here. Okay, there's no private information on here. So let me cut this real quick. Alright, troubleshooting with NOAB, yay. So this is what I'm gonna do. So here's the XR1. When you deactivate it, so I do have it on default. I'm using one PC right now. Oh no, sorry, dual PC. I'm on a separate machine from the one I'm trying to capture of. No, yeah, I'm not on the machine that we're gonna be testing. I'm on my main PC, which, let me switch to scene. Yeah, so as you can see, this is a machine that we're testing, we're trying to capture from, and this is my main machine over here. So, yeah, so when I activate, it shows up, and then it goes away. Give it like 3 or 4 seconds. And then here, I'll go to custom, I'll set it to 1920 by 1080, 30 FPS, I'll do the same thing again. Activate, it shows up. Oh, yeah, and then it goes away. No, I'm not on Twitch. I don't stream on Twitch just because, smaller audience. And, yeah, so... apologize for the technical difficulties right now, but hopefully we can just chill for a bit and just hang out and talk. Because I haven't streamed for a long time. I'm not sure if Chris or MacArthur is gonna have any solution to this though. Yeah, so I'm pretty sure I've tried it at 60 FPS, but we'll try it again. So we'll deactivate and reactivate. If this works, yeah, I mean, it still only lasts for like a few seconds. Default, change the video format. Yeah, I mean, I've tried. There's no. So there's match output DPS, which I've tried. Video format. I mean, yeah, sure, we can try all of these. It shows up and then it goes away. Buffering, sure, enable. Yeah, none of this is full color range. Yeah, so I'll go back to default. What if the default for some reason worked? You gotta be kidding me. Nope, yeah, it goes away. So yeah, this capture card just worked like not even a week ago when it was hooked up to my laptop though. I'm plugging it into the direct back of the motherboard, so it's not like I'm going through like USB 3 in the front. So I don't think it's a power issue. Yeah, both USB-A plugs are plugged in right now. To a powered USB that's I've tried every port in the back. I guess doesn't hurt to try different ones again. I'm gonna try the 2 front USB. Just, I don't know why. We'll see if that works. Why use a capture card if it has internal display capture? I'm using the capture card because I'm streaming from a different PC than the one that I'm testing. Yeah, it still doesn't work. Yeah. I mean, I can download Streamlabs right now, but that unfortunately, that's gonna take some time to set up. Hopefully it doesn't require a system restart. Wait, Chris, I forget, which one do you use? Streamlabs or Stream Elements? Yeah, so the funny thing is, the laptop had no problems with sending the signal to OBS. So it's funny that my desktop on the side here is having, if that's the problem. Yeah, so, okay, you want to see what, so I tried the HDCP thing that you're talking about. Here, this is what happens. So we're gonna go to, I'm gonna turn off deactivate and activate. So I'm gonna turn off HDCP, which a lot of people with PlayStations have mentioned it not working. So let me turn off HDCP, and I think it gives me a big static image. If this works, okay, no, it doesn't. Yeah, so HDCP is off now. I downloaded the XR1 specific software, and that's where it's giving me the ability to change. So you use OBS. Oh, okay, so you use OBS Studio. Is that different than OBS? No, okay, it's OBS. That's just OBS. Yeah, so this is a brand new capture card too. Like, it was sealed in box and everything. I wouldn't think it's a DOA. There's something weird going on, which kind of sucks with, like, anytime I've ever tried to stream, or like, there's always like some weird technical difficulties where there's not like an absolute answer to the problem, and it just tries taking a million tries to do it. And unfortunately, I didn't have enough time to get this figured out because my old capture card, which worked fine up until it died, that happened less than a week ago. Yeah. Hey, what's up, Pete? Thanks for tuning into the stream. We got Slick Deals in the house. Official Slick Deals. We need to get them that verified checkmark so that people know that. But yeah, so I'm gonna turn HDCP back on. Okay, let me try something else here. So I'm gonna try to do 480p at 30 FPS. See if that can even hold. I don't think it will. Yeah, it won't. Where's Jacob from EVGA when you need him? I do not have a powered USB hub, unfortunately. I'm not plugging into a laptop right now, though. I'm plugging into a desktop. How can I show this? So I'm going to replug it into different slots. Don't mind the mess of cables, but we're going directly into the back of the motherboard, which is on top of this computer. So yeah, we're directly in there. Don't mind that mess. That's what happens when you have an ITX case. So the cable, the two USB A's, are going directly in. What did MacArthur say? You can factory reset the card by holding the knob down until it flashes white. So, man, I swear I tried doing that. This card is just weird. So here's the capture card, right? So we're gonna hold the button down. I'm gonna hold the button down. So you heard that click. Okay. So the screen over there reset. So it's still glowing white, but yeah, I'll just leave that there. We'll see what happens when it goes back to glowing the RGB colors. Okay, I'll wait for it to flash. Now I'm still running the DLH21 from Dark Flash, Philip. It's still that vertical tower one that I most recently made a video about my personal build in. It's not flat. It's still glowing white. So does the card have a warranty? It probably does because it's brand new, but I bought it from someone, so I didn't get a receipt. I bought it on OfferUp. The person actually won it from EVGA. Yeah, I have it as a video capture device. What other ways could I have it selected as? Going to device manager and uninstalling it? Yeah. I mean, I can try that. A lot of the generic, tips or things on the forums for problems like this, I've never found them to usually work. I have not tried the device manager one yet, though. Let me see if I can find it in here. What would this be under? Solid white is passed through. If solid white is passed through, that's what it's showing right now. We can try to get this working again. So we're gonna go to default. Oh wait. Yeah, this capture card is USB. It's not in display adapters actually. So here. Where is this thing at? It's not in. Oh, it's counted as a camera. Okay. So I'm gonna uninstall the device right now. Yes, uninstall. To finish, are you kidding me? I'm not gonna restart my computer. That's gonna like put a big hole in the stream. Yo, start doing something. I mean, I'm troubleshooting right now, unfortunately. If this doesn't work, we're not gonna benchmark this, and I'm gonna have to just start actually just looking for deals, which is what I was gonna do. You didn't do that long. I love how I'm pretty sure I was holding it for pretty long, and it changed colors and stuff. But let me try to replug this in to see if it gets automatically detected. Yeah, if this doesn't work, we're just gonna go deal hunting and actually see if we can find an RX 6600. Yeah, I'm gonna see if the... Alright, so we did get some signal change in the monitor to the right. Alright, and now it's popping back up here. Okay. So now we're gonna go here, we're gonna deactivate it. Reactivate it. Hey, we got a signal for, let's see if it's only 3 seconds again. If this works, yeah, it doesn't. It didn't work. So, no, I didn't need to even scan for hardware changes. It installed that quickly when it was plugged in. Yeah, I've noticed that OBS is wonky with like webcams that I've plugged up to it, and just other devices. So. Pinky Tech, yeah, I know, right? Issues. Yeah, if this is gonna keep happening, we're just gonna hang out and deal hunt. I mean, yeah, so we can go to do everything manual again. Yeah, so all this is the, we'll go, yeah, whatever. Color range full. Enable buffering. Okay. So now all the settings are something. I chose something manually. I feel like this is one of those things you need to bang your head against for hours to find a solution. Yeah, I'll try holding down the center button again. Do you have Streamlabs? I did not get Streamlabs yet. I'm gonna download it right now. I'm not sure how swapping the stream over to that is gonna affect it, but we'll see. What happens when you do stream and then you stop for a few minutes and then restream again? Is it counted as the same stream or does it create a second one? That's something I've never done before. Alright, I'm gonna hold it for 10 seconds. Here, you guys can count with me because apparently... everyone's like giving... configure video doesn't do anything except let you change brightness and stuff. So here, I'm holding it. There's the click. Man, this thing has so many fingerprints on it. I already did the default resolution. It's solid red right now. And I'm sure we're about to pass 10 seconds with nothing happening, but I'm still holding it. If you're just tuning in, we're just troubleshooting right now because this capture card is giving me issues. So I think we're past 10 seconds. Nothing's flashing. I'm pressing it down so hard because I'm making sure that I'm pressing it that my thumb is starting to get sore now. All of us nerds just want to help. Usually, I mean, you're not making it worse. It's more of everyone's giving directions, which I'm mainly listening to Chris and MacArthur right now, because they seem like they had the most experience with this. My hand is shaking because I'm pressing this down so hard to show you guys that I'm I'm pressing a button correctly and not doing it wrong. Unplug all connections. Yeah, I've tried that like 3 or 4 times already. Jacob responded on Twitter. Alright, what do you say? Seems like no display. Unplug, replug device. What is the colors on the device? It's anything from red. Yeah, so solid red or solid blue. I'm gonna respond to him right now. Alright. So I know it's not a faulty cable because it worked like less than a week ago. So yeah, I'm not sure if you guys saw the color on it the whole time. Nothing changed. It's still solid red. Yeah, I'll unplug everything. But while we figure this out, how's everyone doing? Oh, I did not want to run this. Yeah, I swapped the USB ports. I tried different HDMI cables. Before this stream started, I already swapped it. But if you guys want me to do it on stream, I can prove it to you that it's not the HDMI cables. But okay. RX 6600. I'm sure people have started seeing reviews this morning. What does everyone think? It looks like, I haven't seen all the videos, but just looking at the titles from everybody, it seems like everyone's kind of crapping on it, which has been the case for most, if not all, of the mid-tier cards. You know, 3060, 3060 Ti, and then 6600 XT. Those have all kind of gotten the being crapped on treatment from all the reviewers. Try uninstalling the most recent Windows update. Man, I don't even know when the last Windows update I pushed was. It's probably been a while. Okay, so it's been off for long enough. I'll replug it in. The funny thing is, the solid blue light, I don't think that's even in the XR1 manual. And I was getting the solid blue light for a while. The button is for changing... Okay, so I'm plugging it in. It's all white now. Now it's going to the RGB. And then I think we're about to get a signal on that monitor in a second. Just so you can see. No, I checked for updates on this. Jay Dorsey says it's a low end GPU that does 1080p fine. I think the fact that it's $330 is what's the issue with most people. Because if we look at how much the mid-tier cards were from the past, like I guess the RX 580 and 480 are the more popular ones that people have fond memories of. Those were always in like the 200 to 250 price range, right? So, have you looked to see if there are drivers? I would assume that the XR1 specific software would be the driver package that I need, but I'll look now. Let's see, XR1 EVGA. Did Jacob respond? Yeah, I mean, even with my Elgato HD 60, people have had problems with that when I had no problems. So, I'm not even getting a signal out of this now. Yeah, so power cycling it just made it transition, have this green flowing transition thing, and there's no signal on the other monitor now, so there's nothing. Let me see. Yeah, so I'm not getting it to the the main computer or the capture computer. Every device that's plugged in is being used, which the two cameras, the webcam and the DSLR and the mic, those are the only things that's really plugged in. So there's nothing else to. Why don't you use the Elgato? Sorry, yeah, the Elgato is the same thing. Literally 10 minutes before the stream, I panicked and put the Elgato together, and it didn't even give any signal either. Not even for like 3 seconds and then go away. So that's why I'm not using the Elgato. But oh man, what a failure of a stream. Yet thank you for the 80-ish people who are here just watching and chilling. Yeah. So I'm gonna try again off stream with my laptop because I know that worked, and yeah, I might just have to look for another capture card, and then see if I can get this one either replaced or actually figure out what's wrong with it. But that's gonna take more time than this stream is even gonna last for. So yeah, not looking good. See, I tried to disable HDCP. Yeah, okay. Yeah, so he's saying the things that he's suggesting is probably not gonna make a difference, but HDMI are mixed up from when you unplug them? No. Oh yeah, actually, so you're right. I may have mixed up the HDMI on this most latest round. Let me see. Yeah, good point on that one. That's something I actually do. Yep, okay, so now this should work. Good catch on that one. That I've actually done multiple times in the past before. So I just switched to HDMIs now. We'll see if anything goes through. How did I make? So PowerColor actually sent it to me for review, but without giving too many details because I don't want to throw them under the bus, I didn't have enough time to review it and get it out on time. So that's why I was like, how about I try something different? Because I think most people are gonna watch the big channels anyways, right? Linus, Hardware Unboxed, Gamers Nexus, all of their coverage on it. And usually the smaller guys, like my channel or smaller, we don't get as many views on dedicated review videos. It's just the way it is. So I was thinking, oh, what if I did a live stream instead where people could actually see it real time and they can make suggestions like settings, which games to test, and then I just kind of show my methodology for capturing the benchmarks, and then also compare it to what AMD is publishing on their website, because it would be interesting to see, like I think they said Assassin's Creed Valhalla at max settings, which is ultra, which is pretty hard to run, would be like 90 something FPS. So I would benchmark it and see how close I could get to the results. So it would be more interactive and real time, so that it'd be something different than the reviewers that usually capture most of these views for it. I mean, I think Anthony's video on it from Linus's media group, I think he said it was pretty bad, so I'm not sure why you would think that's dishonest. He's been doing more of the like the later reviews on the channel. Okay, sorry, McArthur. What about NDI plugins? Skip the capture card altogether. So like an NDI plugin for the secondary computer, I can look into that right now. I just used to use the NDI plugin. So, well, the monitor is not even displaying anything right now. So this is going in and that's going out. So I had the cables correct the first time. As I'm sure. Yeah. I've actually never done any NDI stuff, even though Chris loves it. So maybe that's something that we could talk about during our meeting, Chris. Okay. So this actually, it came back on. So there's a blue light, and it just, yeah, okay, so it's going away still. But, so it's working now, and there's a blue light, and Chris or MacArthur, if you guys did take a look at the manual earlier, you didn't see anything about a solid blue light, right? Because this is not in the manual at all. I don't know why it's just solid blue. I don't think it's I didn't choose that. It was just going red when it wasn't working up until now it's being plugged in. But yeah. And reboot if you... Okay. It talks over the internet. Okay. Let's see if we can save this and still do the benchmarks. But Danny, you're determined to fix this? For Windows. Oh, come on. It's gonna ask me for my name and everything. Oh, and I gotta do the stupid captcha game. Choose all the images with traffic lights in it. Thank you. Is NDI 5, right? Is what I need to be getting? Okay. Linus has a bad reputation for being a show for NVIDIA. And him crapping NVIDIA doesn't prove honesty. Kind of the opposite. They didn't say too great of things about the more recent NVIDIA cards, did they? Honestly, I don't think all these content creators are as big of shows as people make them out to be. Like, Hardware Unboxed, people call them shows, which is like, and even the Gamers Nexus, which I find like mind-blowing. Like, I guess, what channels do you think are shows? Mr. Ed, I'm just curious. Would you consider Gamers Nexus and like Hardware Unboxed shows? No, just NDI. Then what the? Why is NDI 5 the first thing that comes up? The capture card is the EVGA XR1. And I think unless you've actually experienced this exact problem, just reading through the manuals and looking at forums, which I've already done, and I think Chris and MacArthur, thank you for doing that. They've also done, and it's just gonna give kind of the same generic responses, unfortunately. NDI.TV. Yeah, is this not? What am I trying to get here? NDI tools. NDI tools. Okay. Yeah, see, this is why I'm not super open to trying to get a new program on it. Is it just NDI screen capture? Coalition. If you're doing it, okay. So I'll use the OBS plugin on the main computer. Hey, what's up, Buddha? In the tech space. Okay, I guess I'm a medium channel now, but I don't know. I guess what would you consider small? Like, what would your guys' definition of small, medium to big? What would the ranges be? I guess anything 50K and above would be considered medium to me. Maybe 50 to, or maybe 100 plus. And then big, I would say 1 million. Old USB 3 and not newer USB. Wow, if that's the issue, I'm gonna have to play with that afterwards, and maybe we can play with it during our meeting, Chris. Okay, so the NDI. What am I trying to get here? How to convince my parents to buy me entry-level gaming PC? Get good grades and say that it'll keep you out of trouble and keep you out of doing drugs and stuff like that. But just I don't know, just be a good kid, whatever that means. Don't argue with them, listen to them, and show that you're doing good in school or extracurricular activities. You can do the OBS NDI plugin for a second PC too. Oh my god. Okay, so I'm getting OBS for this. I don't have OBS for this computer. So as I'm still flailing, hopefully we're just having good enough conversation. Um, big is 100. Oh, big is 100K for you. Okay. It it feels like that, but when you do reach 100K and if you put in the work, you will eventually reach it. It just, it's a matter of time and getting lucky with the algorithm, but you'll start to feel small again once you reach that number as the next milestone opens up, which would be going from the 6-digit sub count club to the 7-digit one. But yeah. Okay. So yeah, let me get this OBS on this one. Yep, getting it right now. Sorry. I'm just trying to not leave chat, uh, or I'm trying not to ignore chat for too long. Let me drink some water because I'm talking too much. Yeah, we're 48 minutes in the stream, and I have not done a single benchmark thing. We've just been, what's the category on Twitch called? Just hanging out or something? Just chilling? Yeah, 100K medium, big over a million, yeah. All right, we got OBS on this computer. All right, so I'm guessing I'm gonna have to just for optimize for streaming. Okay, yep. Base canvas. We'll go 30 FPS, so it's not too crazy. Service. Cancel the optimization. Okay. All right, so I have OBS on this computer. What are you running right now on my main PC? So my main PC, I was running the 5600X and RTX 2060 with 32 gigabytes of RAM. That's the main specs anyways that people care most about for performance. Hey! What's up? Go herping. You actually tuned into the stream. So you're one of the bigger creators that publicly follow me, and thanks for leaving comments on random videos, by the way. But I checked out some of your streams, like when you're playing the lawnmower simulator, which was super peaceful and like not peaceful, but it was very enjoyable to watch. And then I do enjoy your random reptile videos as well. So good on you also for helping rehome some of these reptiles and pets. So thanks for stopping by stream, by the way. Okay, so open an NDI source now on your second PC. Okay, am I skipping some stuff? Okay, so I'm gonna add a source. Don't click start streaming on a second PC. Just go to tools, NDIs, check main. So tools. Is NDI? I don't have NDI in tools. Do I have to download something else? Did I miss something? Tools, NDI, check main. Let's see, test bench. You need, oh yes, OBS NDI plugin. Sorry, I missed that. So I'm gonna need it on both computers, right? New Tech NDI, is that the one? Go to download. Yep. I'm getting that right now. So fortunately, I will be able to do this for upcoming streams now that I'm learning this on the fly. OBS NDI, come on. Windows installer, there you go. Okay. New Tech NDI, okay. New World versus 6600. I actually don't have New World. I don't have time for MMOs. I'm not even playing WoW Classic Burning Crusade, which was something I was super excited about, but I just did not have enough time to do it. So, our meeting's happening now, Chris. Exactly. Um, though I should probably just call you. Though you're at work though, so if I called you, there wouldn't be a stream delay in me. Oh my! Please tell me I don't have to restart OBS. I probably have to get this plugin to work. So I was gonna cut the stream for a bit. Yeah, we've tried pressing the button. It didn't do anything. I held it for like 30 seconds. It didn't do anything. So, yeah. I'm beyond trying to get the XR1 to work at this point. It just isn't working. Oh, dude, Buddha, I'm actually running Last Cloudy in the background right now as we speak, too. So, yeah. Let me see if I can get that window. Let me see. Uh... Yeah, so Buddha, I'm playing right here, so you know, running Imperial Guard Commander 3. YouTube has live polls now. How's the new office coming along? It's going awesome, Ozzy. I love the space. Like, it's just so much more space. As you can see, all the desktop space, and I'm fully utilizing it. I got crap all over the place, so I gotta clean that up for when I do the studio tour, though, just to make it look nice for that little bit of time, and then it gets back to being messy again. After fixing the swap. No, I mean, here, I'm going to press the button right now while we wait and get this working. So I'm holding the button right now. You can't see it, but I'm holding it. Actually, no, yeah, you can see it on the side camera here. Okay, so the NDI, I think I installed it. But do I have to? I have to restart this, huh? Yeah. Still holding it, and it's still staying solid blue. Nothing's changing. Yeah, so I'm assuming the 6600s, did anyone actually stay up to... Actually, nobody knew about it, right? There were some leaks from like a couple of websites, but there was no like pre-announcement for people to like stay up to try to buy it. Since yeah. Okay. So sorry. Yeah, so I held the thing for 10 seconds. It's still solid blue, and I'm getting the signal to this monitor, so it's not that. Okay, so it doesn't require a restart of the computer, it looks like. Okay. Oh yeah, Buddha. I got married in July. So here's my ring, which had to, of course, have the green accent on it. But yeah, so I am a married man now. So yeah, Trips, this is going to be a weekly stream. It won't be this hectic, and disorganized. This was just the benchmarking portion of this was kind of, I decided on it last minute, but normally it'll be a chill stream. We'll go deal hunting. We'll, you know, I'll look in your guys' local areas if you want me to look for deals for you, or like give my opinion on if you should pick something up, things like that. So that would be the point of this stream. NDI output settings. Okay. Crap. I gotta restart this real quick. Yeah. So the stream's gonna cut out for like a split second. I'll be right back. I think we're back. Are we back? All right. So, okay. NDI output settings, main output name. Okay, so sorry about that. Okay, so I'm second PC, set display capture, enable NDI main output. Second, wait. Oh yeah, main output. Yep, that makes sense. Okay. NDI source. Okay. Source name. Desktop. Bandwidth highest. Okay. Do I need a preview on this? Just add NDI source on main PC. Okay. We're gonna go back to the test bench. So let me get this thing out of the way. Display capture. Okay. Don't add NDI sources on second PC. Oh. What's up? I got all my other content creator friends in here. Thank you for coming to the stream, even though I am flailing pretty hard right now. Second PC is just ND. Okay, can we rename the PCs? There's my main PC and then the test bench. Can we use that naming convention? Because I'm starting to get confused which is the secondary PC. But everyone say hi to the Toasty Bros. Go check out their content if you haven't, which I'm sure everyone here for the most part check them out because we all share like the same subscribers. But if you haven't, Toasty Bros, Ozbox Hardware, Coalition Gaming, even my buddy Budafish, who is a mobile gamer that I interact with a lot. Go check them all out. Test bench is just NDI main output. Okay. Enable display capture source in OBS. Okay. I've got that. Now you just NDI source on the main PC. Let's go. This is just, And this is all going to work because it's all on the same network? Is that what you guys are assuming? Because I haven't even told you guys. I guess it would have to be on the same network, but one could be on Wi-Fi, you know. Okay, NDI source. Let's go. Come on. Come on. Please work. Please work. I don't think it's working, but... Okay. Oh my god! Did it work? Oh! It worked! Thank you, Chris. Thank you, MacArthur. Thank you, Toasty Bros, for coming in at the end, too. Yup, everybody, thank you. Alright. I think we're in business. Let me get the order on this right. There we go. All of you are so awesome. Thank you. It works. Okay. I can't believe we were able to troubleshoot that in basically like it took like 15 minutes since we started. We should have started out from the beginning. My goodness. I was kind of hesitant about it because I didn't think it would be that smooth and easy. Like I thought well, first of all, I was already downloading like the wrong stuff, but I thought it would have been way more difficult. Okay, yeah, next time, yeah, no, next time the XR1 is just gonna have no problem. But okay, we're on the test machine here, and let me see. So let me bring up Afterburner. Okay, yes, and there's like not much delay either, so I can switch over to this computer now. But okay, no, MacArthur, you're good. Like, I honestly didn't have that much faith in NDI working, so I gotta admit that right now. I thought it was gonna be more difficult than that. So, yeah, I thought it was gonna be had to do configurations and maybe like IP addresses and stuff to make sure they linked up. I can't believe how easy that was. Yes. Okay. So, I guess we could go to what I wanted to do initially. So we'll go over here. You take personal. No, it's not because I didn't have faith in you, Chris. Well, after everyone trying to help with the XR1 and it not working still, that is what made me kind of like lose all hope. So yeah, it wasn't on you per se. It was just me not having faith. So I just need to be a man of more faith. Okay. Yep. NDI is life now. Just because of this, I would say that I'm on Team NDI. Okay, so we have the RX 6600 here. I have the day one drivers for it. But the first thing I wanted to do was actually look up to see if we could even find any 6600s that we could purchase. So the first thing we're going to do is actually go on eBay. Nope, that's a 60. I'm curious if anyone's selling it yet. Let's see. At retail any moment now. Wait, has it not been I haven't checked like Newegg and stuff like that. Shopping. See, the thing is everything's gonna pop up with the XT. Yeah, we'll check Micro Center and then Newegg. So small caveat, using an NBI like that will impact gaming performance a very small amount. Oh, I think we're gonna try to bottleneck the GPU anyways. So I'm gonna put like ultra settings and stuff like that. And then like things like synthetic tests shouldn't affect it too much because those don't even utilize the CPU that much anyways. So, you did not know NeuroBudget and Toasty Bros work together. Yeah, I've been in multiple collabs with the Toasty Bros. I think 4 or 5 by this point over the last 5 or so years. So yeah, we've been in multiple collabs together, and we are definitely very much in support of each other's channels. But Newegg is out of sale. Okay, I'm just curious. They still should list the price, right? And then we'll check Best Buy too. So Best Buy is one of the I would say one of the sellers that sticks pretty true to MSRP. They're usually not in stock, but they stick pretty true to MSRP. So we'll take a look at these here. And then I'm not sure if I missed it in chat earlier, but did anyone actually try to purchase one as soon as they heard the news about it? Because they didn't announce this ahead of time. It was just like the embargo lifted and then, you know, they tweeted it out and stuff like that. So nobody else except for the people who got one for review knew. So, yeah, so let's see. It started at Newegg, 250. Yeah, so $250 budget PC was one of the ones that we did the collab on. Can we even sort? Okay, 6600. There's only one at Best Buy. Sold out for $450, which is definitely above the 330 supposed price. Even for an aftermarket model, this is over $100 over. That's like 30-ish% more. Then let me sort by here. And there's 10 of them over on Newegg. So if you have a Micro Center nearby, I was reading some tweets earlier, just people talking about AMD cards. People were saying that their local Micro Centers have had the RX 6000 series cards in stock, more so than the NVIDIA cards. So I would kind of believe that because they're not as good for mining from what I've seen. And I think people just like NVIDIA more in general for NVENC encoder and shadowplay and things like that. Okay. Yeah, yeah, Zach from Zach Sector. Yep, we have this group called the Tech Fam. Ozzy's part of it. Zach, and Mark from Scatterbolt, JD Tech Gear, a bunch of other guys. You think okay? So you might wait till 2022, which is just around the corner. It's like 3 months away. To look for graphics cards. What do you have right now, Mark? I'm curious. Okay, so Best Buy has one card and it's overpriced and sold out. Newegg, I'm gonna sort by lowest price because that's what we do. So they do actually have models for $330, but of course they're all out of stock. The PowerColor Fighter, okay, yep. I think the Hellhound that I have for review is $360. Yeah, so these are all out of stock. The most expensive one being $450. Okay. There's not even an... Wait, the XFX one is $330 on Newegg and $450 at Best Buy. So what I want to do is try to find how much people are scalping them for on eBay. Oh, and I'm going to look up for offer too. We'll get to the benchmarks, but I just wanted to get this whole price thing out of the way before we start getting into doing some benchmarks. Okay, so Pinky Tech's checking it or chiming in saying that there are actually a fair amount of 6000 series cards in on hand at his local micro center. Looking at GPUs make you want to cry. Oh, so where's the root cause of the graphics card shortages? It's hard to say with certainty, but it's a combination of things. The pandemic affecting supply chain didn't help. And then mining last year kind of boomed when I think Bitcoin hit its all-time high. Or is that this year? I forget, but yeah, it hit like $60,000. So miners were buying, and then because of that, there's a shortage. Scalpers were buying them up to resell because of that, which made it kind of worse. I'm sure there are some people sitting on piles of graphics cards that aren't being used because they're just trying to resell them, or there's a bunch of them sitting in mining rigs. So it's a combination of the three of those things, and then now we have a global silicone shortage, which affects more than just PC hardware, but also like the automotive industry and things like that. So it's a bunch of things happening all at once, and I guess the industry is just trying to catch up, but that takes a while to do. Okay, let's see. So you have a 5600 XT. So you just got the last gen card, which isn't the most horrible position to be in. So we're gonna look at RX 6600. Let's see if any people have already listed this up. Did someone already buy this? No, it's the XT. How do I get non-XT? Do I put quotes in it? I'm pretty sure these are all gonna be XTs, yeah. So it doesn't look like anyone has listed these yet. Oh, I can see it on the box. What am I clicking all of these for? Yeah, so it doesn't look like any has hit the secondhand market yet, at least in my area or on eBay. How much for a NOAB collab? Dude, Buddha, if you want me to build you a PC, just hit me up and then maybe we can work something out. I would love to do it Last Claudia themed with like the graphics and stuff. I don't know how much you have to work with, but I don't do PC commissions except for people that I like personally know or friends and things like that. So it's just if I open up PC commissions for like random viewers and stuff like that, it's just a nightmare if anything goes wrong warranty wise. So by keeping it to a small pool of people that I'm like closer to than just the random viewer. It's a lot easier to help with like troubleshooting and stuff like that. But yeah, Buddha, definitely hit me up. Yeah, so can we not search for specific cards on here? Okay, so it looks like, oh, Micro Center. We'll go to Tustin. That's California. RX 6600. Are these on your website yet? No. Okay, we'll look on the online store. XT. These are all XT versions. Oh no, Hellhound 360 and unavailable online, of course. Does any stores have them? 6600. Yeah, so the prices on these are kind of weird because this mech one was going for 330 on Newegg, but it's going for 460 here. The Hellhound's about the same price. The Fighter is the low end card, so yeah. Sleeves Productions. My last few videos have been pretty lackluster. The last few videos were the 5600G video, which I thought was a pretty standard video. It's a build video, except it was actually with parts that were in stock. The one before that was the Roach video, which took a ton of effort to do, a ton of effort to edit down, and I thought it was a really unique scenario because it was actually like the dirtiest PC I've ever seen personally, and a pretty dirty PC in general. So Sleeves Productions, I don't know what you're really talking about. And yeah, the Peel one wasn't that great of a video, but that was just like a stupid quick video and teaser. So I mean, I know you've been hating on all my stuff, but I don't know why you're just tuning in and only leaving kind of negative comments. But anyways, coming from a guy named Sleeves, I know, right? Yeah, but the desk peel was not meant to be like a high quality video. So it was meant to be a YouTube Shorts. I just didn't shoot it vertically, so I didn't upload it like one. But yeah. Okay, so that's pretty much it for. I haven't seen any of the smaller channel videos. I'm not like Toasty Bros. Did you guys upload one for the 6600? I think you posted a teaser picture on Twitter, but I'm thinking you guys are gonna do a build video and not like a dedicated review. So yeah. Let's see. Yeah, so 100 plus 6600s in Dallas. I want to actually see this, so we're gonna change the store. Okay, so in the Dallas store, hey, they're actually in stock. The Hellhound, which may be the cheapest one. No, okay, so limited availability. So if you guys have micro centers nearby, there is some hope. It doesn't sit this really expensive one. Whoa, what? These are both 8 GB cards. What? Oh, this is the XT. I'm sorry. So yeah, they seem to be in stock in some micro centers. Best Buy seems to be out of stock, and Newegg out of stock. So unfortunately for people like us, like me, I don't have a micro center nearby. We're out of luck. The Yes Man. Okay, yeah. So I saw that Brian posted one. There's just been so many videos, and I actually had a doctor's appointment with my wife this morning. I haven't had a chance to check them all out, but okay. So let's actually look at what I wanted to do was compare. So this is 60. Yeah, this is 6600. So they're claiming at max settings. What's this footnotes 1 and 2? That these are the performance that we should get for these games. Wow. Unfortunately, I only have Assassin's Creed Valhalla out of all of these. I do have Warzone, but that's not going to be the same as Black Ops, so we can't compare it side by side. Is there anything else? Yeah, they don't have anything. So I can't do the Valhalla run, but let me get Afterburner. up and running, so that's good to go. I'm just gonna start with the standard 3D Mark just because I can leave that running. 3D Mark launch, and then we'll see what this gets us just to start off, and then I'll take a screenshot of everything we do. Okay, so since this is a 1080p card, we'll stick with the standard Fire Strike. And why not? I'll include the demo. I usually don't do the demo because it just added time to it, but we'll add it in. Okay, so I have this on a Meshify C case. I think I updated the description with the system info. Yeah, so the test spec or the test system is in the description. So this is in a case. It's not like an open test bench or anything. So it is pretty representative of what you should get. If I can get this. There it is. Sometimes it takes Reba Tuner a bit to pop up, but okay. So we do have the 5600X locked at 4.8 gigahertz. Right now, I found that overclocking Okay, I'm so sorry. I just made all your ears bleed. What sound was coming through, by the way? I got it. Okay, sorry about that. Okay, I'm so sorry about that. Hopefully you weren't listening in class or at work and that just made it blare through your phones, even though you're not on speaker. Okay. So what sound came through? Was it the actual game or was it like static noise? Sorry about that. It's not a stream unless there's a good amount of technical difficulties. Thoughts on the Stream Deck? I'm actually not using a Stream Deck. I'm just using a tablet with I'm just using a tablet with a touch portal, which Chris from Coalition of Gaming told me about. Basically, I get all my streaming stuff from Chris because he's the man when it comes to this stuff. So again, check out Chris. Chris, you can link your own channel. I would link it. Actually, let me do you the honors. You guys go and sub to Chris. How's your YouTube not the first thing that comes up? Okay, so temperature wise, we're like at mid 60s on that. Actually, I probably should have just done I forget if you're Coalition Gaming Crew for your actual URL name, but Tech by Matt is in the house. What's up, Matt? Meeting tomorrow, right? In the morning, again, 7 a.m. my time. It was just stuck at a delay VST plugin with the max feedback on delay. The sound, is Coalition Gaming? Okay. Or is it CG Gaming? No, it should be like Coalition Gaming, right? Okay, I saw that it was like maxing out on the little bar there, the audio bar, but um so no, I'm part-time work from home. I have today off though, so yeah. Part-time my full-time job is not full-time return to office yet, so oh yeah, there you go. Yeah, so the thing about 3D Mark though for temperatures, the tests aren't long enough. There's a pause in between, so the graphics card does have time to cool down a bit and like yeah, so we'll get into like Cyberpunk or something and run that at like max settings to see how this card does. But I'm just curious about what the graphics score is, and I want to compare it to some of the bigger channels, what they got, if they even did Fire Strike. I'm not sure if they all do like the standard benchmarks versus just doing games. You did all your midterms this week. Okay. Midterms in, I'm guessing, college? Dude, school was so long ago for me. College was 10 years ago. And high school was, 14 years ago. That, oh, just thinking about taking tests is not a great thought in my mind. How did your driving decrease? Oh, yeah. Well, I live pretty close to work. I'm less than 10 miles from work, but the drive is about 15 minutes just because of the traffic lights and stuff. And then walking into work, yeah, so the total time from like leaving my door to getting to my desk is around 20 to 25 minutes typically. Oh, something's going on. It was glitching out a second while it transitioned back. All right, so the graphics score is 24,811. There's no data available because not enough people have submitted tests for this. Okay, I'm just gonna take a screenshot of this right here. This is typically how I do my actual benchmarks too, except I record everything, so I have the footage to show the real-time statistics while I'm showing it on screen. So I'm not recording right now because we're on stream, but I'm gonna save it to desktop. So we're gonna call this Fire Strike. Okay. So dang. I'm gonna keep this up. We're gonna go back to 3 mark. And I'm just gonna get the time spy real quick. Are you gonna play Back 4 Dead? I was never really into the Left 4 Dead. All my friends played it when it was a really big thing on console. It didn't really translate over to PC. Like, I don't think many of them played it on PC as much as they did console. And I would play it if we might play it at LAN, I guess, if it can allow for more than 4 people. Does it allow for more than that? Next LAN party should hopefully be in February or Marchish time frame. We'll see. Yes. Let's see. So we're gonna not do the demo this time around, just so we can get a quicker run. Back for Dead, yeah, but Back for Blood. Yes. So, hey, what's up, Todd? Thank you for the nice, the kind words. So, yeah, that one time when I was at LTX and I was doing the giveaway for the SSD where I was asking people what was in their system, and if they didn't have an SSD, I gave it to them. I already knew Greg at that point. I've known him for years through YouTube, and then we had met like a few weeks before at the NVIDIA Summit. So I told Greg, like, hey, I'm just gonna do this thing for the video, just play along. And I pretend like I didn't know him. So many people in the comments were surprised and said, like, dude, how do you not know Greg from, I guess, from Greg Salazar, but he went by Science Studios and stuff in the past. But yeah, like, how do you not know who Greg Salazar is? And I basically had to tell every comment, I know who Greg is. Like, I met him in person. It was just a joke. Probably a bad joke. Oops. Don't want to do the benchmark on this one. All right, we got Time Spy running right now. Man, I don't remember off the top of my head. Like, just so it's sustaining about 50, mid 50 FPS. Um, I would have to relook at other footage for other cards to know how this does in comparison. But we'll just grab the score at the end and maybe compare it to what other people have been getting. Science Salazar, Greg Science Studio, yeah. It's from the Moon Color. I'm not sure which store this is from. I bought this years ago, but yes, this is I believe Marquez from MKBHD popularized this hoodie in the red and blue colors, and of course I got the green version, so. Yeah, there was that one girl who had like a 10 gigabyte spinning hard drive. I'm not sure like what interface that had. It probably wasn't SATA. But yeah. Will your Ryzen 2700X bottleneck your 2070 Super? It depends on what resolution and what settings you're playing on. I think if you're playing at high enough graphic settings to push the bottleneck onto the 2070, that's fine. Also, when I look at that pairing, 2700X and 2070 Super, I don't think of like, oh, that's a bad pairing at all. Sure, one or the other may be slightly bottlenecked, but I mean, it's been said tons of times before, you will always have something in your system will always be limiting all the rest of the parts. Bottlenecks aren't bad. Having big bottlenecks are bad. But looking at a 2700X and 2070 Super, I don't think there's a big bottleneck at all. I'm not sure who Mumbo Jumbo is. Oh, no, 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 no. I pressed the wrong button. I just canceled the benchmark. I'm so dumb. Oh, yeah, let me put the chill music on. Was it? It was actually Stream Beats by Harris Heller. Playlist. It was like chiptune stuff. I really like the chiptune type of music. All right, let me make. There we go. Let me know how the volume is on that. Dang it. Alright, so I'm going to run superposition next. Just so, because that's a longer sustained test, and that's going to push it, the GPU, it should push it to 100%. So right now I do have an overclock set. So it's at 2850. What's the default? The default is 20. So technically I'm pushing it up like 100, over 200 megahertz, but it's actually not gonna run at that. So I'm gonna run this at extreme, and we'll benchmark it here. Do you think a better CPU will benefit you? It depends on what you're playing, Booger Show. Awesome name, by the way. Are you playing like FPS games that get like insanely high frame rates, like in the 300, 400, 500? Or are you playing like AAA Cyberpunk titles? Because if you play like stuff like Cyberpunk, you don't need it. I would say stick to the 2700X until you feel like you're not getting the performance you want. Don't just upgrade parts because, you know, content creators are releasing videos on them or something comes out. I feel like you should only upgrade when you feel like your system is holding you back. Like, you're stuttering in games, you're not getting as high as FPS as you know you can. I don't know enough details about your specific system, but I'm of the camp of using your hardware for as long as possible. Upgrading every generation is, I think, too much. Upgrading every 2 generations is a little bit better, but I think for me, I've typically upgraded every 2 to 3 generations. Yeah, I'm playing PC Buildings. Does PC Building Simulator have... Because does it have benchmarks in it? I haven't played it for a long time, but I just played it to build the systems. I know they've had a bunch of updates to it though. Call of Duty is the only game that you've seen the bottleneck. So when you say you've seen a bottleneck, are you running a program like Reba Tuner, like what I'm doing here? And are you monitoring it real time when you're playing, what the CPU is doing, what the GPU is doing, and then are you changing up like the resolution to see if that changes and things like that? So I would say before you go out and spend money on hardware, do something similar to what I'm doing, and just monitor what your PC is doing. I think the in-game benchmarks run instantly. Oh, so it just knows based on the hardware paired to give you the results. So yeah, so we're running this. I wish there was a timer on this. Is there a timer? Let me see. No, we're more than halfway through the scenes. We're not getting more than we're not seeing over 65 degrees, which is fine. Yeah, so we're not getting anywhere near what MSI Afterburner was supposed to push for the overclock, but it is above the supposed boost clocks out of the box. Okay, CPU and GPU is about 85%. But what is the actual frame rate you're getting? I'm guessing you're playing at 1440p at maybe max settings. I'm guessing with that you're getting like what, 70, 80 FPS off the top of my head, just based on just all the testing I've done with other random hardware. Alright, so I'm going to save this to the desktop. Okay, so 46, 34. Compare results online. Are there any other results online? Can we search by graphics cards? Dang it. They grouped them all up. This doesn't even tell me exactly what it is. I think 1440p monitors right now would be around $250. That would be like the typical going price for 1440p, like 144 to 160 hertz. Like, oh, 1080p max settings is 100 FPS. Okay, so you're playing at 1080p. This is what you do. Lower your resolution to 720p and see if you can push higher frames than 100 FPS by like a noticeable amount. That'll let you know if you should upgrade the CPU or not, because you're forcing the bottleneck into the CPU. Alright, see you, Jeff Zamuda. Thanks for joining. Okay, so we've got superposition done. Okay, so next I want to do Assassin's Creed Valhalla. Unless someone else wants me to really do something like Grand Theft Auto, Fortnite. I have all my games on the desktop, by the way, so... Oh, crap. Let me move my camera out of the way. Oh, come on. You're killing me here. Okay. So those are all the games I have. Siege is a really easy benchmark to run just because it's automatic. But I'm gonna just do Valhalla for now, just because we can do a direct comparison to what AMD claims. Though they don't even say how they got it. So they could be running the in-game benchmark, or they could be running like the canned benchmark. So let me open that up real quick. I need to put a controller in because I do not know how to play this game on keyboard. Let me plug this controller in. What programs do you use for editing your videos? I use Adobe Premiere Pro. Close all the tabs on the test bench. Well, I have 64 gigabytes of RAM, but yeah, you're right. Yeah, we have 64 gigs, so I mean, I'm sure I would think that would be enough to be able to have that many tabs and not get impacted by the results. But yeah, you're right. Come on, Assassin's Creed. What's taking so long? Probably because I just recently installed it. Oh, yeah. Okay. I thought I opened 2 for a second. Ooh, we are at 720p right now, I think, because of the way that Riva Tuner is scaled. Also, something's going on. Give me 1 second. I know it's looking weird on the stream. I think it's because it's expecting 1080p, and we are not at 1080p right now. What Minecraft high pixel PvP with Lunar client? I don't even know what that means. Is there a different client than the like Java or the Microsoft based one? Oh my god, my car's gonna die. Look at all them FPSs. I can hear coil whining right now. You probably can't hear it because the music's on. And because it's not that loud, but okay, let me fix this real quick. Apply. Come on. I don't play all of them. Assassin's Creed I was playing for a while. So Assassin's Creed I was playing for a while. Games that I don't play, like Warzone I don't play. I hate Fortnite. Like benchmarking Fortnite is the worst thing for me. Because one, I suck at it. I don't know how to build or do any of that. So I just play at shooting. But also Fortnite is such a horrible game that even with the best hardware, you get stuttering and frame drops and like bad frame times. So that's why I hate it. Plus installing Fortnite's like the worst thing in the world. So we're on ultra high preset. Okay, we're good to go. Screen. Okay. Resolution scale. FPS limits off. Okay. So we're good. We're just gonna run the benchmark first. And I'm gonna run the afterburner one when it starts just to see what numbers we get. But then I'll also do a play session. Yep, we're gonna run the benchmark. So look on the screen how it pops up the average 1% and 0.1% lows. So that's how I get those numbers for when I do this. Dude, I look forward to your video, Buddha, and then, yeah, I'll be sure to check it out when I get a chance. See ya. Every Fortnite update decreases the performance. I don't play it, so I haven't followed the, So I haven't followed the update cycles of Fortnite. So we're not going to get the average on this one till the end. That's a running, changing frames per second on the right there, and then in Afterburner. They look like they're about the same. They're changing so fast, and the polling rates are different that they're not exactly the same. But at the end, the average should be basically the same. And then usually Assassin's Creed, I don't know what they mean by min FPS. They're not very specific about it. It's not, they don't tell like the percentile, like the percentile lows. It just calls it min, so. Yeah, so the Hellhound, I think for like the 6700 XT and the 6600 XT, those have both been like really good coolers. So I don't expect the 6600 to be any different. I mean, look, we're running at what I'm overclocking it at, almost. 2850 is where I set it at, but we're hitting 2830. Okay, so this is about to end. So the in-game benchmarker looks like we're about to hit about 74 FPS average. Let me remove this here. So 75 on this one, probably because I didn't press start right away. And the min of 35. Crap, I should have taken a screenshot. Oh, we can check the notepad. So we just got on Assassin's Creed 75 FPS. I have to open up this again. Yeah, so 79, that wasn't too far off. What is that? So 79 divided by 75. So they reported 7% higher, about 7% higher results, which we're working with low FPS here. I could run it a couple more times, see if it averages up, but okay, I would say that they're pretty accurate, but thanks for the kind words, Crab Lover. What's up, communist? How am I a communist? This is one of AMD sponsored titles. We'll run other non-AMD sponsored titles. I just wanted to cross-check their numbers. So now we'll actually go in game to see what the difference is between the two. Which there usually is a pretty big difference between the benchmarking tool and the in-game. Oh, we'll bring this back up. I just realized that both of these camera angles are almost showing the same thing because I'm supposed to be sitting up here. So let me move this closer so that you're not getting the same shot. But alright, here we go. Alright, so we're gonna continue game. Oh crap, I think I just cleared out a village, so I might have to go back to one of my save points that I use the same one up every time I benchmark. Let's see. Oh no, we're good. We have a village to clear out right now. So, okay. So what we're gonna do is I'm gonna press the benchmarking key. So the average 1%, 0.1% is gonna pop up, and then we'll go kill all the people here. Oh, there we go. So we're holding the average 75 there. 64 1% lows and 33.1% lows. Alright, so let me go and kill these people. Staying at a pretty... Oh, nope. Yeah, and this is like an action-filled scene. There's a lot going on. Multiple NPCs, multiple of my allies and stuff, so... I think we're... Oh no, what's going on? I think my overclock was too high. Dang it! Okay. I did not have a problem with... Yeah. Alright. We'll go back to stock settings because I don't have time to fine-tune the overclocks right now. That was just a quick one that I did that I got through superposition and fire strike with, but it did not get through everything. You get more frames at... Wait, what? Yeah, no, I'm pushing it kind of high, Chris, but I wanted to, for sure, get the bottleneck out, especially since we're testing at 1080p. Let's see. Yeah, we'll go back to stock settings, just so that we don't run into that. Which means that there's actually a bigger gap in Assassin's Creed then. The game just froze like that for you guys? Here, let me change it to this in the meantime. Yeah, 4.6 all core is like a given. Even did I get down the stock cooler? I forget. Not. No, that was with the Ninja cooler. Nope, let me turn off the benchmarks. I'll do Cyberpunk next. Will your PC burn because of frame rate? So, I'm not exactly sure with why cards are dying in New World, but I think it has to do with something about the frame rates not being limited, right? So like in menu screens or something like this, you see how it's like 270 FPS. In New World, isn't it a similar problem? I know with games like Witcher 3, there's like no cap whatsoever, so it goes to like 1,000 FPS, and the coil whine, like your card starts screeching every time you're in the menu. So, oh, yeah. Thank you. No, it's still doing this. So, what the heck is? Do I have to turn off the scene and turn it back on? Why is it just? Oh, I see. I see what you're saying, Chris. Yeah, I'm opening OBS right now. Display capture. Okay, I think we're good. Boom. Yep, we are good to go. So, back in Assassin's Creed. We're gonna... I think I can continue that game. Crab Lover, my main PC specs are actually this 5600X. I actually took it out for this stream. But it's just 5600X that's in the system, as well as an RTX 2060, and then 32 gigabytes of Team Group, 3600 CL16 RAM. What's up, Luke? Okay, sorry, we gotta do this again. I apologize for my messing up. F1. Okay. So, you see how I took that overclock off? Where I didn't change. Okay, there we go. It looks like we're getting slightly lower FPS. We were floating around mid 70s, but it is kind of all over the place with this scene. It's constantly changing. So for the benchmarking segments, I usually do 1 minute. So I have a timer out and I benchmark for 1 minute and then I stop it there. So we're averaging 70 FPS right now. 71, it went up a little bit. I'm actually watching the numbers and not really watching the screen. So I'm getting beat up. Why so many games trying to block afterburner overlay? It's been a real problem. Yeah, so that is the problem. There are usually ways around it. Like with Counter-Strike Go, you just have to go into Steam and add in like allow third-party programs. Same with a couple of other ones. You have to like allow it. Where's this guy with the bow at? I'm about to die. Okay, so we're averaging 72 FPS. Not too far off from what AMD's website was claiming. Still lower than the benchmark though. Our 0.1% lows are actually better, but than the benchmarking tool. Yeah, we're at 73 average FPS. I think I just killed everybody, so there's nobody else to kill. Maybe? Actually, he's shooting at somebody. There we go. Why 5600? 5800 is common on the shelf at Best Buy now. Like why am I using a 5600X? Just because it's, I mean, I don't need a 5800X. I don't buy like the top end things just to have them for my own personal system. I'm okay with just using like mid-tier gear. And if anything, that's how even before the YouTube channel I've always operated. I've always operated in like the less than $300-ish or less CPU. and then around like the $300 to $400 GPU. The water in the Assassin's Creed games looks so realistic. Yeah, let's just stare at the water. Okay, so I'm gonna restart that. I'm gonna take that benchmark away. So yeah, we got around 75 FPS average. So I'm just gonna look at the water. We are at max settings here. You're right, Robert. We're actually no. We're getting higher FPS, so it wasn't as intensive as the battle was. Yeah, we're getting around 80, which is higher than what AMD was reporting. So, okay, let me read some comments for a second now. Okay, so we're good on Assassin's Creed. So I did all that forward out of it. Okay, AMD wasn't too far off from what they were saying. I'm gonna do Cyberpunk next, unless someone else sees one of these titles on the side here that they would like to see specifically. Like, I don't have all the games, especially I don't have everything installed on here. I can only fit so much on, or I can only download and fit so much in the time I had to decide to do this stream. Overall, though, I guess I haven't given my thoughts, and just after doing some of these benchmarks, yes, the 6600 and 6600 XT and 3060 and 3060 Ti are overpriced. But let me run a poll right now for you guys, actually. I'm curious. I run a new... Oh, I gotta end the other poll. Are you gonna cover AMD issues with Windows 11? I actually haven't tried to install Windows 11 yet. I haven't had time to, but I was gonna see if you could install Windows 11 based off of a unactivated Windows 10 and see what happens then, as well as do some other stuff with it. But wow, that's a lot of votes. We haven't even had that many concurrent viewers, so I'm surprised that many people have stopped by so far. I just assumed we only had like 80 this entire time. Okay, yeah, we'll do Cyberpunk, so let me get that loaded up. I need to get some water in a second here, so let me get Cyberpunk loaded up. Cyberpunk. Where you at? I'm gonna get a glass of water real quick. So I will be right back. The fridge is only upstairs. I know I need to get, I need to have like a be right back screen and all that stuff. Hydrate, yes, drink water. There's a Twitter account that reminds you to, and uses cuss words in doing so. Okay. So let me... Okay, I'm putting up a poll. I'm just curious what people, specifically in this... Oh my god, my card's gonna burn. It's running at like 430 FPS. I gotta change the resolution. I think everything's set to 720p because... Wait, why is it set to 720p? I think I ran this one additionally on the 5600G build, that's why. It's the same drive. Dang, so a lot of people already have good cards, it looks like. Split between yes, no. So I'm assuming people who say no don't have a good card, but they also wouldn't buy this card for the suggested MSRP. But I'm happy to hear that almost half of the people already have a pretty good card. Let me go change the settings real quick. Graphics. Okay, so what do you think we should test it at? I'm thinking, I mean, this is a 1080p game, right? So why not at ultra and high? I'm gonna set it to that for now unless I get input to do something else. So we're at full screen, 1920 by 1080p. VSync is off. All right, apply. There we go. Oh my god, this frame rate is gonna burn up the card. No, we're not doing any ray tracing or FSR or anything like that. Okay. We're gonna load game at the walkthrough that I normally do at the ride stage through Little China. Why are menu FPS all over the place? I don't know, man. There are some games like Valorant I know of and other ones that have different FPS limiters, and you can limit the menu versus the in-game versus even background versus like all that stuff. So crank it until you crash. I don't think we'll crash. Wait, unless you're talking about something else. You got the 2080 Super? That's solid. Did you... That released at, what, $700? $699, right, Robert? Did you get that one? Or did you get like an aftermarket card for more? Bad pricing MSRP is a joke anyways. Try to get one anywhere around that price with the initial batch is gone. Okay. I can do mouse and keyboard on this because... Alright. So, just sitting in game. And if you guys have seen other reviewers... Oh. Yeah, if you guys have seen other reviewers share their Cyberpunk benchmarks, let me know what it is. I don't know if they were able to get over 60 FPS or not. It looks like we're not going to be able to unless when we go through the town, it somehow jumps up. But, yeah. Julian Silva and everyone else, LAN Party, that's being worked on. I'm aiming for next weekend, not this weekend. Aiming for next weekend. So keep me to my word. Keep pestering me about it. So... Oh, aftermarket B stuff for $450 for a 2080 Super. I bet you could flip that for nearly double right now. Okay. I'm just sitting here. We're definitely GPU bound. Yeah, it's running at like almost max load. Not going much above 60 degrees C though, which is good to see. And then the CPU is like less than half utilized. Wait, Newegg had fees that turn... Well, I know tax is going to be about 10%, so that's $770. I don't know what else would have made it go up to $830. Where that additional $60 came from. Alright, so I'm going to start the benchmark and I'm going to do my walkthrough. So we're going to go into a very populated area. At the end, we could also go to the scene on the side here where there's like a gunfight going on. But, I mean, this is very playable. I think everyone has a different definition of what a playable experience is. For me, as long as the 1% lows don't drop below like 30 FPS and the 0.1s below like 25-ish or so, that means there's usually no stutter. And it's smooth enough that it's playable. But right now, we're not even hitting 50 FPS. We are on Ultra though. And there is a common saying that Ultra is not worth it and you should play on high if you want to get a good balance of performance and of good performance as well as like graphics. Yeah, so we're just walking through, taking my usual path that I could easily replicate and copy across multiple hardware so that you can keep it as apples to apples as possible. So we average 50 FPS. 1% and 0.1% lows are 41 and 36. Not too bad. We're gonna go up to this scene where the police are fighting some people. There's some like a gunfight going on. Hopefully they don't shoot at me. The FPS is still holding at around 50. Even with that smoke bomb blowing up in my face. So we're down at like 45 now. We're looking at the active FPS counter. Okay, so that's not ideal. If you're paying 330 for a card, you're probably gonna at least be able to hit 60 FPS. So let me take can I take a screenshot of this? Yeah, I'm just gonna take a screenshot of this. Doing it the getaway here. Normally I'd have all the recorded footage of this. So, Cyberpunk max settings. Oh, why can't I save that? No. Okay. So then we can just refer back to that. I'm gonna change the graphics settings down one level to see. I'm thinking, ooh, high might not be able to do it. Assassin's Creed. Wait, did you miss when we did Assassin's Creed, John? Give me 1 second, I need to check something. Also, John, are you Danny R92 by chance on Twitter? Just because of when you asked for the PCIe 8 lanes. Unless a lot of people are just wondering about that. But alright, I'm going to high. Okay. I can't change textures in here. So just by going to high, so we are at 66 FPS or 60-ish, above 60. Okay, so high does it. I mean, I would say that this still looks great right here. So I'm gonna I'm gonna reload the game at that same point again. Oh, what FPS? So the benchmarking tool, I got, but I did have an overclock on it. I got 75 FPS average, which was lower than the 79 that AMD claimed. And then outside of that, doing the actual in-game play, I got, I have a picture of it actually. Oh no, I didn't take a picture of it. It was like 73 FPS, so it was a little bit lower. So, yeah. Okay, so we're gonna repeat the test. Oh, actually no, I do have the benchmark saved on here. Assassin's Creed Valhalla. Let me take a look at the time, 53. So the last one we did. I didn't save that one because I left the benchmark running and I changed it. So unfortunately, I did not save it. We would have to rewind through the stream to see what it was, or like the saved footage. But okay, we're gonna start the benchmark and do the walkthrough. While I do this, I'm just gonna take a look at chat and run into all these people. What would you say this is the best budget GPU? No. Are you talking about new? I think you could still get... Actually, no, I can't say that. We would have to take a look at what cards are actually going for right now. The weird thing is, I think like GTX 1070s, which would be below this card, are still going for like 400 bucks, which is really stupid. So it's hard to say what the best budget card would be. I guess it doesn't even matter what the best budget card is. What is your budget specifically? Like, it doesn't even matter, like, if you classify $200 or $300 or $400 quote-unquote budget. Oh man, we're not even hitting 60 FPS. Maybe the last part of the segment might bring it back up. But we're at 59 right now, really close to it. Also, Robert, thanks for being here, helping moderate the stream and interacting. I know you've always been here for all the other streams, so thank you for that. And this one being so last minute unannounced. Yeah, so this one, it was right on the border of 60 FPS. Just because we're at the end here, the high 70 FPS is bringing up the average. Let me go walk over to these guys, and I'll reset the benchmark and see what we get over there. So I'm going to end the benchmark. I'm going to restart it right here. So within this scene of people fighting, I'm just going to run around like a dummy in the middle of the firefight. Yeah, we're getting about 60 FPS, like on average. You can see that, right? And 45 and 42 for 1% and 0.1%, that's not too bad. This feels very smooth. But that is relative, because some people are like, 60 FPS sucks. You need 120 or 144 FPS minimum. I'm about to die, but yeah, so in the middle of a semi-crowded scene with a lot of action going on, cars nearby, this is holding 60 FPS. You need a BIOS update your B550 Tomahawk to pair with the 5600X. I believe most of them you should not. Look on the box. Usually they say Ryzen like 5000 series ready or not. I don't remember when the B550 came out relative to the actual Zen 3 chips. Like if they came out ahead of time, then they may not have been ready, but you would have to take a look per each motherboard specifically. Like, for example, just for example, this look specifically for this marking, which it'll have it'll say Ryzen 5000 desktop ready if it is. Let me try to find the Tomahawk box. This one was not, even though it's an X570, because these did come out a little bit earlier. This I had the BIOS update. If I can find that Tomahawk over here. So in the latest build video, let me stop that benchmark. So in the latest build video, I used this Tomahawk Max 2. So this specifically says that it's AMD Ryzen 5000 ready. And I was able to use the 5600G in it, which is even newer than the 5600X. So the stickers are going to be the only way to know for sure, because some motherboards, if they get produced after a certain amount of time, they will put the latest update on it. But if you get one that's like older stock, then you may be screwed. Though a lot of these have the BIOS flash ability. So some kind of quick flash where you don't need the actual CPU. You just need a thumb drive, and you get the BIOS, you stick it in, you press this little button. It will update the BIOS without needing RAM or graphics card or CPU. And then it'll be ready to go. That's how I actually updated this one up to use the 5000 series. I did the Q flash is what Gigabyte calls it. But yeah. Okay, so nope, wrong test bench. Okay, so Cyberpunk is about 60 FPS. I think we're good to go on that. I guess, what are your guys' thoughts on that? Cyberpunk is a demanding game, so it kind of just kills every card. I think at high, it still looked good. That would give me a playable experience. It's just a $330 price point. We all wish that would be a little lower. Okay, I'm thinking Rainbow Six is a popular benchmark. We have Shadow of the Tomb Raider, which is an automated one where we would just wait till the end to look at the average because it has breaks in between where you can't capture a nice clean benchmark segment. There's Doom Eternal. Yeah, should be updated. And then Micro Center, yes, correct. They could help you. I'm curious if Best Buy and their Geek Squad would help you for free. Does Best Buy help with BIOS updates? Oh, what? Someone's saying they charge $150? No way. This was 2 years ago. Best Buy out here trying to charge $250? Let me grab all of these icons and move it over here. That didn't work. Now I move my camera back. I actually don't have Minecraft installed. I cannot do Minecraft, unfortunately. Though, I haven't tried the Minecraft with ray tracing or anything, but in general, is Minecraft more CPU or GPU bound? For some reason, I would want to think it's CPU. I've always thought it was like a CPU intensive game. Actually, I want to take a look on eBay real quick. So we look at GTX 1070s, and we'll look at my local area too. Just a lot of people have been asking me why I haven't been doing used part pickups and stuff like that. It's because the prices in my area suck a lot. Yeah, it's the same price as the motherboard itself. Just buy the better motherboard. Do not pay YouTube. It costs us. Yeah, thumb drive. Okay. I'm trying to look for something from like 2020. So here's a post from April 19, 2021, 6 months ago, of someone asking if Best Buy will update it. So yeah, board has USB, BioFlash, do it yourself. A lot of the newer boards do have that feature. I'm not going to say all of them do because I wouldn't be surprised if some of the lower end boards don't have that. I don't have any on... Actually, we could look one up and see. Okay, people are just saying it'll be like $100 to $200. All right, see you, Crab Lover. Thanks for tuning into the stream. Yeah, I really do appreciate everyone, each and everyone that stops by. Oh yeah, we can do Apex. Yeah, let's see. We can do Apex. But if we look here, so I think the GTX 1070 was such a solid card when I was before the market went bad. These were going for $200. They gave you a very solid 1080p gaming performance. They were pretty readily available. And I think between the 1070 to the 1080 and the 1080 Ti, there was a big gap in price. So price to performance, I think the 1060, which was going for $100, and 1070 for $200 were like the go-to NVIDIA cards, and the RX 580 would have been the AMD one. But right now, if I was looking at my local area to pick up, because I'm not doing none of this shipping stuff and getting scammed, how do I go to local pickup only, 30 miles away from me? So we've got some computers. So we have a $700 1070 Ti right here. That's a rip-off deal. Do I play Apex like in my free time? I don't play it a lot, but I play it more than I do all the other benchmarking games. I'm just kind of bad at shooters in general. That's why World of Warcraft has always been my thing. Like MMOs and like Diablo and stuff, they're kind of slower paced somewhat. They're not as twitchy, so yeah, we can do Apex though. You can see how bad I am. I'm not gonna be able to talk because I would have to focus on the game. But yeah, so 1070 Ti right here for $465. That's horrible. This gaming PC for $750. Where does this have in it? This has an R9 Fury. 1700X. Only 250 gigabytes SSD. I mean, for a 1080p capable gaming PC for 750, I guess that's not too bad, even though it's really old parts. Let me see chat. Bad at shooters, says the wingman user. I actually don't. I use the 301 for the most part now. I do not use the wingman when I play the quick modes where you can choose all your weapons. I just choose where I could spray and pray with. 1070 for 275 is pretty good right now. Yeah, here's a $400 one. Okay, here's a PNY one for 300 bucks. This one might be like, so it's 2 months old from Bogus Tech Tips. Nice. Is that a picture of Linus? It is. But this one's going for 300 bucks. This PNY one, the Accelerate one, I didn't hear too much about this one. I'm curious if this is one of the really budget entry-level ones. Yeah, not the highest end model, but still works well enough. Which is true. Most of them, as long as they don't overheat and throttle, should be fine. Yeah, so back to the original question. I keep on getting off topic here. Your best budget card. If I'm given the option between like $300 to $400 1070s versus a 330 RX 6600, I'm gonna pick the 6600. Even though, you know, it's overpriced and not a good value. I'm gonna get this newer, better card if I could get it. Any recommendations for a budget 650 watt PSU? What's your definition of budget? If you're looking for something under 100 bucks, the Corsair CX650 line that are semi-modular are pretty good. If you're looking for under like 75, I think EVGA is the only one that's have somewhat reputable ones that are ranked decently on the tier list. Like this EVGA 650 and 750 BQs. Those are ranked C on the PSU tier list. I think they would be upper C though, with the over temperature protection thing I was talking about in the latest video. But yeah, so let's see how much RX 480s are going for, or 580s. This is gonna be fun because I think miners are still buying them up. Oh, what? We got 250 right here for 4 days, but this is the 4 gigabyte model. How much are the 8 gigabyte ones going for? For 425. I think this is a... Is this a scam? No, it's not a scam because he's local and he's been around since 2017. RX 580, the MSI Armor Edition for 300 bucks 5 days ago. So question, would you buy this for this used card? How many years old is this? Like 4 years old? For 300 bucks or the RX 6600? It just sucks right now in the hardware market, unfortunately. If you're looking for something under 450, you look for a 1080 Ti, yeah. So let's see what those are going for in my area. Just to kind of... And then we'll go by eBay too. I think these are still going for what, 600-700 bucks? If I had to guess off the top of my head, we will sort by sold listings. Alright, so the most recent sold, October 13th. Is that what today is? What is today? Today's the 13th. So we've had them sell for 600 as of today. Broken ones for 200, 600, 600, 630, 660. Oh, this is the Founders Edition one. I mean, I guess it's for the collective nature of it. 780. For the Win Gaming 700, so 600 to 700 bucks. And this is for, like, I think people bidding on it. You're likely not going to be able to get this easily. You're going to have to wait multiple days or even weeks for the bidding to end. And you might get sniped at the end. So it's not even guaranteed. So if you want to guarantee getting one, you would have to go buy it now. Which I would think... I would think that those are even going to be harder to find. Buy it now. Not sold listings. Best off, 685, not bad. 100% positive, 210 sold. Okay. So I'm surprised the buy it nows aren't that much higher. Is there a problem with this? I'm just... Seller assumes all responsibility, yep. Never overclocked. Okay, so this one, it's far from the 480 or for $450, but I'm surprised it's not more for the buy it now listing. Okay. Who other than random? I think a lot of people collect GPUs. I collect really old GPUs. I've never shown it on the channel, but I have a bot. I used to just buy dead GPUs because I really liked how they look, like the shroud. That's not what the stream is about. We can probably talk about it on another stream. Just remind me in the future if you want to see it. But I've collected random cards just from my local area and hardware swap. I was like, hey, I'll pay 20 bucks for your dead GPU and I'll pay for shipping, just because I really like the cooler design. But what I found is helpful is that you could scrap, like salvage parts from it, which doesn't make up the cost that I'm paying, but I've had to take the spring screws from the back of them before because I've lost other ones. So those spring screws are really expensive. They're like 5 to 10 bucks for just 4 tiny ones. So yeah. Yeah. Okay. So that was our little sidetrack of looking at prices and why I think that even though the RX 6600 is not priced well compared to the past, the current market we have, you don't really have much choice. I would say most people without computers or people who have really old graphics cards, if whatever they have to spend, if a current gen card came up in stock and it was within their price range, regardless of what card it was or what model, they would probably be tempted to buy it. Save them for a video. I don't think they'd be worth a video. They're random cards like GTX 580s and 480s and stuff like that. I wouldn't want to do a full video on them because they're not even working. So, yeah. I do plan on doing one video about the GTX 280, which the GTX 200 series was the first series to come after the 9000 series when NVIDIA kind of shifted their naming scheme and kind of reset the whole thing. But I have the original GTX 280 that I personally bought from Newegg in 2000 and was it 9? I think it was 2009. So I was gonna do a video doing benchmarks with that for fun and giving the history of it. But I paid and that was like a top end card. I paid like 300 max for it, I think. So that's gonna be a future video. It's already, I was gonna do it at the 10-year mark, but that already passed, so yeah. Okay, so I guess how long have we been streaming for? We've been streaming for we've been going for, where's the, because they have the, oh, I started at what, 11? So it's been 2.5 hours. So we did some benchmarks, but we took so long to get the stream up and running. Sorry about that, everyone. Hopefully you had a good time just chatting in general. We could do some more benchmarks, which I'm not sure if you would want to see that because you probably watched all the other reviewers do benchmarks already. Or we could do like local part hunting in your specific areas if you need help looking for PC parts, or recommendations depending on what price range you have, and we could all collectively come up with stuff. So let me know what you all want to do. I could do a poll. And then to end the poll, how do I show the results? Oh. Okay, there it is. The results are shown. So I'm surprised at the end there. enough people voted to say that they would buy this card more so than the other two options. Though, yeah, I wouldn't count the... Alright, let me know if this works. Uh-oh. What's that sound from? Only music. What's that sound coming from? Oh. Okay. Hey, what's up, Hero Collector Tyler? Welcome to the stream, if you're just getting on. Awesome. I'm glad we have a pretty good community here that everyone can get along for the most part and not like, you know, rip each other's throat out. Talking about one company being better than the other and stuff like that. So, yeah. I would like to think that I have like an awesome community. So, that's all you guys out there. So, thank you for that. Thank you for being awesome. Thank you for making everyone else feel welcome and for helping out and all that stuff when people are chatting. And if I'm busy doing something for the stream, you guys always chime in and give your opinions and stuff. So thanks. Yeah, so PC Building Sim, I actually did claim that for free. Actually, that's a PSA for everyone. Let me get the link for that. Epic. Yeah, so this is currently free at the moment. I know some people may have a thing about Epic Games Launcher. It's not my favorite, but you know, it's a free game. I actually already have it on Steam, but I got it for Epic Launcher just in case anyways, because why not? Instead of social media, what do you browse Amazon for, Robert? I'm curious. I mean, I'm constantly buying stuff from Amazon too. Like, especially when putting together the studio for the last like 3 weeks, I've been randomly in one or two things that I forgot I needed slowly, like LED strip lights, freaking corner lamp there, power extension cords, stuff like that, power strips. Any idea if GPU prices will get better over the holiday season? To be honest, I don't think so. I think demand is gonna go up. People are gonna have to buy gifts for their loved ones. And I don't see the manufacturing catching up with that. And if anything, I think it's more about the systems that need to be put in place. I would really love to know, and only like the scalpers and only, you know, God, if you believe in a God, knows how many graphics cards are just sitting in people's basements or trailers or whatever storage waiting to be scalped off that could otherwise be in the market right now. Because there's tons of listings. Sometimes you go on OfferUp and you see these listings of people showing like stacks of graphics cards that they have for sale. They're like gloating about it almost. I'm really curious if all of those were out in the wild, how bad this situation would be right now. You just browse for no reason. That's why Jeff has got you. I'm curious what that even looks like. You just go on and click one item. Is it like on Wikipedia where you click on one link and then the next recommended or next link on that page, you click on there, and it's just like a wormhole of going to different things until 3 a.m. You're on looking at like pink bunny socks or something? Just want to thanks for all you do. You off a few. Oh, awesome. Hero Collector Tyler. Glad the videos help. If you buy your loved one a GPU this holiday season, you really love them. That is true. Okay. Next LAN party video, aiming for next weekend. Keep me to my word. I really want to get it out because I want to see it too. Oh man. The next LAN party video is awesome. We got an RV for it, y'all. Like an RV. So I wish I could show the footage. I might be able to. Let me see. I'm gonna show it just because I want to get you guys hyped. And people who are at the stream, you guys are like the ride or die. And I know there's other people who can't be here because of work and stuff. But you guys that are here right now, I know you guys are like, you know, the ride or die forever fans. Hopefully I don't do something to like lose your trust. But let me try to find LAN Party so I can show it real quick. If I can. We have so much footage from this. Oh, man. Sneak peek. Yeah, the deal section for the Prime member, I see. Yeah. Okay, so let me move this back so I can sit at my proper computer. Okay. Alright, so... There's not gonna be sound. Oh, okay, there it is. Perfect! Yes, I'm so excited to share this. We're gonna share a window. Window capture, okay. BLC. That it? You gonna play? Alright. I'm gonna... Give me 1 second. Let me set this to the right size. Okay. No! Why are you not playing? Why you do this to me? I might just have to share that screen. Alright, let me make sure I'm hiding anything private. Why is this not working? BLC, you're killing me. There we go. Now I gotta chop this down. Why you do this to me? Alright, we're just gonna have to make this big enough to fill the screen. What? Come on. Alright, that's good enough. You see the no, yeah, you see the no mobile, but so why is this not? Come on, don't do this to me. All right, so for some reason it's not liking the sharing. Yeah, it's not even playing on my screen now. We'll see. Why are you doing this to me? Hey, Man Karate's here. Jan, have you been watching this whole time? Everyone say hi to Man Karate. He's gonna be in the video quite a bit. This was actually at his house. This is Jan's house. Oh, you kill me. Why? Alright, so... I might not be able to share the preview. I'm so sad. Okay, let me see if I can get video capture device. Media source. Come on. Come on. Work. Alright. We're gonna get this to work. Alright, here we go. Is there sound? Oh god, the sound. I'm sorry. I'm sorry if the sound is loud. I'm trying to mute it because I can't hear it. So, Jan's neighborhood, as you can see, the streets are not crazy wide. So then, we had to get this huge RV into there. And, there were people moving into the neighborhood like that same weekend. So there are these big trucks that were in the way. And as you can see, there are cars parked on the street. So then you have limited space for like big things to get through. But there's that thing getting through, and then this is James's RV, by the way. So yeah, that thing gets out of the way, and then we pull up with this thing. So this was so long that it basically took up his entire driveway, which could easily fit like, I think 3 cars. So and there it is. Yeah, so that's in the next LAN party stories. So I'm actually really excited to get the like preview trailer thing hyped up and like the preview at the beginning of the video, just because that was so fun to like get it in there. We helped them park that huge thing and everything. So yeah, okay, so that was about it. I don't know how we got into. Oh, someone asked about the LAN party story, so I just wanted to give an update that like it happened. I need to work on it. It's really tough to work on, just because of how much time it takes. I have like 300 gigabytes of footage. Yeah, it's a lot. Of course, James. Why do you say, of course, James has an RV? It's actually his grandfather's RV. I think he let him borrow it. I don't think it's actually James's, unless he like gave it to him for like, yeah. So I don't know. It's just like an older RV. It's not super nice on the inside at all. It's got, you'll see in the video, but yeah, some people slept in there just because of the limited space we had. So yeah, entire LAN party in the RV. That would be so crazy. So let's see. We're at 2 hours and 40 minutes now. We have, I think I'm going to cut it at 3 hours. So I'll stop at 2 p.m. Aside from just sitting here and talking, which I've been enjoying, if anyone wanted to do anything specifically for the deal hunting, like if you had any deals in your local area or like your city, if you're looking for a part, let me know. Otherwise, I'm just going to look for random stuff in my area just to kind of see what everything is looking like. Free man cry. Logical next upgrade from the 1700X. Are you on the B350 or are you on the 300 series or 400 series motherboard? I'm curious. You should live stream the next LAN party. Yeah, so I've considered doing that, but one, I think the logistics would be really hard to do. Like capture the sound quality, as you can tell while we're gaming in the LAN parties, are pretty bad. Like it's just one condenser mic stuck in the middle of the room, and it picks up everything, including all the noise, fans and heaters and everything. So that would be hard to do because of that. The lighting is usually pretty crappy. And then streaming for that long would kill everyone's internet, which everyone else doesn't have unlimited data. So that eats into their data cap, which is pretty expensive to buy extra data from Comcast, which sucks. Put a Starlink dish on top and it's good to go. How much is Starlink? And is that unlimited data? Minneapolis. Okay. So offer up. I wonder if this would just take me there. Minneapolis. You're looking for a graphics card? Okay. Any budget in mind? I would say like, let's see what 1060s are going for. If you can get those for like 150, that wouldn't be too bad. But I don't know if he's trying to do more than 1080p gaming. Yeah, 1060. Oh, why is it still in Seattle? Why you do this? No. We'll pick the first zip code. Oh, 780 Ti? That's like a 970. Yeah, so that's like a 970. Okay, so a 1060 would be like the exact same thing. Oh, he has a $500 budget? Let's see. I bet you've already probably looked for this. The 1080 normal. Oh, 1080 Ti for 420. 1 year ago. Okay, that's gone. I'm sure that's gone. So 3 megabyte download doesn't matter because I would just be using the stream to upload. Well, do you know what the upload speeds for Starlink are? Yeah, we would just game and everything normally on the internet of whoever's house we're at. The Starlink would just be used to upload. You just got a 1080 GPU. I'm guessing that's used, Daniel. Display issues on first boot, but it shows display after second boot. Wait, what? So we're about the third, fourth, fifth, sixth boot. And I'm guessing you're on the latest drivers already? Usually any display problems, if it's not hardware, is fixed by drivers. But I don't get what you mean by on first boot. So every time like you power down your PC for a prolonged amount of time, it takes 2 boots to get good display. Yeah, so upgrade to a 780 Ti. So, I mean, I don't think a 980 Ti would be that good of an upgrade, but so you would want this newest. That's the newest one. Everything else is about a year old. That sucks. So you can get a 1080. You can look for 1080s as well. Which there's nothing, of course. What if you go 980 Ti? Three years ago. Wow. Okay. Irvine just local pickup only. Yeah, there's nothing around him. Wow. I'm sure none of the newer ones are gonna be that cheap for him. 5500 XT, that's bad for 300. When will GPU prices normalize? They keep changing their answer. You guys see that? I was hearing, I know Brian from Tech City, he released a video not too long ago saying when the cryptocurrency kind of crashed in China, he had hope for it, but I didn't see that reflected in the US market at all. Maybe in Australia and China, but just China banning cryptocurrencies did not really affect us from what I've seen. And then I've seen other outlets and YouTube channels say there's some hope it'll get better by the holiday season. I don't see signs of that happening. When will the GPU shortage end? And if we look at some articles from, let's see, Digital Trends one day ago. Yep. So GPU shortage turns a year old while prices still keep going up. Why you still can't buy a graphics card. The chip shortage could turn into a chip oversupply by 2023. I would have to look more into these instead of just reading only the titles, but I can get what they're saying by here that if the oversupply happens in 2023, then you won't get everyone, like, all the fulfillments until next year, 2022, because of how things are delayed. So I don't think, honestly, it's going to get better by the end of this year, unfortunately. Yeah, I would think mid-2022, hopefully everything, everyone gets it together by then. But what I really want to happen is all these scalpers, they end up not moving their graphics cards, and then they end up sitting on the supply of depreciating graphics cards that are worth way less than what they paid for it. That probably won't happen because by the time they see the dip happening, they will offload the cards fast enough for MSRP. So then they'll break even after already making a bunch. So unfortunately, scalpers probably won't, get screwed over in the end, but we could only hope. Walmart has Xbox Series S. That's so I'm not a console guy at all. The Series S is like the lower model, right? What's the biggest difference between the two? So you're saying Walmart has it? Does Amazon? eBay hasn't used StockX. I could buy now. What about Amazon? You could buy it on Amazon as well and get it by Monday. What was the Apparently Walmart was more expensive. 512 gigabyte, 512 gigabyte, 2020. Oh, EU version. Where is this being sold from? It doesn't really say. Interesting. But yeah, I don't really follow the console stuff that much. Are PS5s and Xboxes not really in stock? As long as crypto keeps going up. Well, what would you say are the dominating cryptos right now? Price. So we look at the 1 year. Yeah, so it is up overall, but if we look at 1 month, it's kind of, it dipped, but from where it started to ended, it's kind of like almost a flat line. 5 days, yeah, it's kind of just trending sideways, so it's not necessarily going up, but this thing is so volatile that I'm not sure if looking at these short-term charts really mean much. Yeah, Bitcoin from 53 to right now 57 with some noticeable dips. 1 month, 45. So, or yeah, overall 56. Where was that peak at? Here it is, 63,000. So that was this year, yeah, in April. Oh, it's a digital only console? Okay. If that's correct, yeah. 20, is that considered a real drop? That's such a small amount. You could fit 20 on like this portion of the table. Like you don't even stack a full pallet with 20 Xboxes. That sucks, and 100 people was in line. I've never waited outside in a line for PC hardware, but I've waited outside for TVs and stuff many years ago, back when online shopping wasn't as big. I've waited for like doorbuster TV sales. Of course, I never got it. You gotta be like number 1 through 5 in line for that. But yeah. Yeah, when crypto crashed it was 2018. It was like January 2018 when it crashed. 2017 was when it was going up. But yeah, in 2018 when it crashed, we were picking up RX 480s for like 90 bucks. It was so crazy. And then they were most recently going for like 300 to 400 bucks right now. So if you picked up, and it was almost like an infinite supply of RX 580s and 480s when crypto crashed. I was able to pick them up whenever I wanted to for 120 or less, easy. So man, all of that tripled in value if you sold it within like the last year or so, which is crazy. Obviously, you know, no one knew about it, that it was gonna go back up. You still go out every Black Friday just for fun. I would go to, this sounds bad, but to try to watch people fight and like maybe record it, which is so bad. World Star, right? But I wouldn't go because I would think I would get some good deals. But man, I just can't wake up early like that and then deal with the traffic of getting in and out of those parking lots. They were like the worst thing for me, so yeah. Hey, what's up? Fecal Flipper 47, awesome name. For people just tuning in, we're kind of cooling down on the stream now. I have about 10 minutes left. The stream went for about 3 hours with about the first hour troubleshooting. So thanks again to Chris from Coalition Gaming and MacArthur. MacArthur, I'm not sure if you left already. If you did, thank you. I need to reach out to you personally for the help. But yeah, we got the stream up and running. We ran like 4 benchmarks. They were basically as expected. Compared one of them to AMD on their website, so they ain't lying about the benchmarks. We were able to somewhat replicate it. But yeah, we're just chilling and chatting now for the most part. So I can go back to the room. So you guys are getting kind of a preview. I'm gonna do a studio tour just because I'm super excited about this new space I have to work in now. As you can see, I have like 4 times the desk space, just desk space in general, than I had in my other room. just to dedicate to like PC stuff. So I can just leave stuff out and work on multiple projects at a time without even moving stuff. And then you'll see back here, I need to get shelves, but there's way more room for storage for boxes and stuff. It's pretty dark back there, and I kept it that way because it's a huge mess. But I have way more room now. So you guys get the first sneak peek at it because you are attending this stream. I'll do a full studio tour, talk about everything, prices I paid for stuff, just because I like breaking down the budget every time I, work on anything. So when The Witcher 2 came out, what year was that? And you had the 4870s. How many generations old for buying it for $40 each? That's really cheap. Lived in the West Coast, that worked at Walmart. I saw those fights firsthand. I saw one fight. I think it was the popular clip that was on Twitter. We'll pull it up. Let's see. Oh no, I gotta sign in. I don't even remember my info right now. Walmart line fight. I'm sure we can find it easily. There was one that happened recently. I was watching on Twitter. Wait, did you move? No, this is still my house. Remember where we had the LAN party at my house the last time? It's that area. So I just moved my office. We're still in the same house. Just moved my office to an area that was not being used, basically. It was a long time coming. I should have done this like when we first moved in. Lighting is my camouflage right now. Okay, I'll show you guys, but I'll show you guys how bad it really is. Just because I'm not sure if I'm going to show it on the actual full video, but just if you look at that, I mean, there's a walkway through there, but the issue is that I don't have any shelves. I don't have any storage shelves, so all that could easily be organized if I had shelves, but I don't right now. So I need to, during Black Friday or the holidays, when there's a sale, pick up like those heavy-duty metal shelves and get a few of those so I can put all that there. But I have so much more, like, imagine all of that fitting into a tiny office upstairs is what I used to do. All that stuff I just shoved everywhere into the closet. I stacked it in the corner. Now I just have more room to work, which I really like. It's great to see people throwing hands for bottom shelf electronics. Oh man, let's see if I can. Where was the latest one? We gotta sort by the past month. Oh, I think it was Best Buy. Best Buy GPU fight. It was during the latest restock, I think. Yeah, Costco, they do have the metal shelves. I want to get the tall ones. I know they have like the 4 or 5 foot ones, but ideally I would get like the 6 foot, as high as I can ones. Bum fights. Bum fights sounds familiar. Was that on WorldStar or was it like a whole YouTube channel on it? I forgot. I think morally it is kind of messed up. Because they need money, so exploiting them in that way is kind of messed up. But I'd be lying if I said that wasn't like entertaining and I would watch the full video. I can't find the original video of it. Oh well, dang. Yeah, so I've been looking locally. People are selling them for the same as I can get them in store for. A lot of people are overvaluing their stuff in the pandemic because, there is a shortage supply across almost all like sectors. So I remember when we got our washing machines of all things, right? And dryer. We had to wait 4 or 5 months for that. Yeah. Yeah, I'll keep looking online. The thing is, I would want them to match. So unless they had like 3 of them, I think 2 to 3 would be my ideal number. And I want them to be the good ones too, not like the flimsy, cheaper ones. So like the Costco, I don't have the metal ones, but I have the ones the plastic ones that they have that stack. I don't really like those. I've seen the flimsier metal ones. I want the stuff that's like pretty heavy duty and rigid, so it doesn't like move and stuff when you bump into it. Do you think the RX 660 is worth it, and what FPS did he get on Apex? We didn't end up trying Apex, but I'll try Apex afterwards, and then I'll leave it in the comments of this video. But regarding your question, so do I think the 660 is worth it? I think if you do not have a computer right now or have a really old graphics card, I mean old, like a 750 Ti or something around that generation, 760, even a 770, if you could find one for the MSRP of $330, I would personally buy that. Like, if I was in that predicament, I would quote unquote overpay and get it, because that's a huge performance upgrade, and you're not going to see anything for a long time that would, like, in stock, that is a better deal. If you have something that can hold you over at 1080p gaming, even if it's older, like a 970, I would say wait. I could personally put a 970 in my system and still enjoy the games I play at 1080p and all of that. So, yeah. Buy a bunch of Pokemon cards is the new meta. I do have a lot of Pokemon cards from the original 3 sets. The base set, Jungle, and Fossil. Lots of cards that I want to get minted just to get them nice and protected. And then, I don't know, maybe sell them? We'll see. I share those with my brother. IKEA Billy shelves. What is the IKEA Billy shelf? My new shelves are IKEA shelves. Is that what I got? IKEA Billy... Oh, Billy bookcase shelves. Okay. Dude, my mom... Her apartment has a ton of these. The one with the closing doors. It's just like a bunch of these cabinets all over the house. Just so she can store things and make it look clean, but she has a bunch of crap. That's what an IKEA Billy bookcase shelf is. Okay. Yeah, IKEA, I think, is really good for if you don't have a ton of money to spend. These tabletops, they're really thick and they can support my weight. Like, I can stand on them. For being 98 inches, that's a long length to support. They cost only $110 or $120 compared to actual wood butcher blocks, which is like $300 to $400. So IKEA definitely saved me in doing my new studio setup. But yeah. 2080 for 550 to 600, a good deal. That is not a good deal. I would need to relook at how they perform, because I feel like you can get a 3060 Ti for $600. And those at the EVGA drops and New Age shuffles, they're becoming more common. Actually, I know someone that bought one for $671, so You gotta hit them up for a sponsor. Yeah, so I heard about IKEA releasing a gamer line. They probably won't do sponsors with medium channels like mine. I bet they are gonna hit up some big YouTubers they would have to for sponsorships. So that would be awesome though, if I could work with IKEA, because I love them. I love their, like, how they have such affordable everything. And I love their eating lunch there. The meatball potato special. The meatball and mashed potato special. It's IKEA furniture, depending on what you get, may or may not be durable. Like these Alex bookshelves that I got. Alex drawers. These have lasted in my office for like 4 years now, and I've had no issues with them. These countertops, because they're made for kitchens and made for being worked on, I think these are gonna last a long time. They'll get dinged up and stuff, but that's everything. Everything laminate. But I would say if you get the really cheap stuff from IKEA, like the one with the honeycomb inside of it, like the really light stuff that when you knock, it's like empty inside and it weighs like 0 pounds. Yeah, that stuff doesn't last a while. But if you go for like the countertops, I found that the countertops last. They don't like get chewed up that quickly. The IKEA sofa that I have right here, which is in the theater area, that's lasted for a really long time. We've had that for like 7 or 8 years now. So yeah. All right, I think I've overstayed my welcome. It's 2:03 now. So well, we have like 60 people still on, so I want to thank everyone for tuning into this first stream back. I'll come up with the streaming schedule. It probably won't be in the middle of the daytime like this one. I did this one just for the AMD release, but yeah, I'll probably do like an evening-ish stream so that more people can catch it after school and work. But other than that, I want to thank you all, as always, for attending the stream, for supporting the channel, for watching the videos. Thank you, Chris from Coalition Gaming. Be sure to sub to him. Thank you, Robert Cow, the moderator. Thank you to everyone else who tried to help with this XR1. Chris, we got to figure this thing out. We got to figure this out. But thanks for trying to help with that. It's so annoying that I just bought this thing and it already is having problems. But yeah, I'll see if I can get a video out this weekend. I just bought a part to do some tests. We'll see if I can get that done. And the LAN party next weekend. But yeah, stream schedule coming soon. Thank you all as always. Take care, and I will see you all next time. Bye-bye.